I'm here at the South Street Pocket Park, and it's amazing how the smallest park in all of Long Beach has become the center of a bitter feud between North Long Beach councilmen. This is the Pocket Park that Vice Mayor Rex Richardson wants to name honoring resident Dan Pressburg. Pressburg lives there in the historic dairy home. Well, Al Austin says no, emphatically no. He doesn't want this pocket park to be named after Dan Pressburg. He says that Dan Pressburg just doesn't have the community support needed. But no one's quite sure whether Al Austin's motivations are driven purely by principle or whether there's something more political at play. You see, when Austin made his vote at the Government Personnel Election Oversight Committee, he also voted yes and favorably for a dog park that had the same level of support from Janine Pierce. No community outreach, just a letter from then Councilwoman Janine Pierce. Well, similarly, Dan Pressburg's park, well, it had support, again, from a letter from Dan's councilman, Vice Mayor Rex Richardson. But the dog park isn't the only renaming that is controversial. There's also the renaming of the Downtown Performing Arts Center. An ad hoc committee would like to name that Performing Arts Center after former Mayor Beverly O'Neill. But the problem is, that would actually violate more than one of the rules and policies set aside for naming. Strangely, Austin had absolutely nothing to say about either of those renamings. But there's one park that he is picking on, and that's Dan Pressburg's park. Well, not quite yet. It's still called the South Street Park because Councilman Al Austin says that Dan Pressburg just doesn't have the support. So there's a lot going on, a lot of controversy at City Hall. What's your perspective on all this? Where do you stand?
You know, to be honest, I think my son kind of wrote it right. I didn't really ask for that park to be named after me. This is a community park. It's about having something that's a gym in North Long Beach that is really for the community, that provides activities and stuff like this. That was basically a junkyard next door. Before there was my son said that before there was a seed even planted over there for grass or a fence or anything like that, I was already taking care of it. So it's for the community. It's not about me. I mean, you know, since it was conceived, it was called Pressburg's Backyard. So. Oh, really? Yeah. So, you know, it's just kind of an interesting thing. And I know, you know, Rex had this made as a birthday present for me.
This was a birthday gift.
This is a birthday.
Pressburg Parkway, City of Long Beach.
Yeah.
Well, look, we're rooting for you.
Thank you very much.
This is Dan Pressburg and his family's historic home here in North Long Beach. Well, the Government Personnel Elections Oversight Committee, they're supposed to review and give policy input to make sure that this city is run fairly. Well, that's exactly what seems not to be happening. With Austin as one of the committee's gatekeepers, this looks a lot more like a politician drunk on revenge than the proper platform for legitimate process and government oversight. This is Franklin Sims, reporting in Long Beach, reporting for the Memo, Truth to Power.